What's up guys, Intelitech Studios here, and today we're going to be doing a quick review of the Oreck XL American Heritage. Now, funnily enough, I wasn't planning on reviewing this so quickly, but it's sold on eBay, so I gotta go ahead and review this before I can ship it out to the person who bought it. So, this particular Oreck is a American-themed Oreck. I actually probably should have looked up the history before this. I didn't even think about that till just now. Oops. Alright, well here's the Oreck. This one was made in Cookeville, Tennessee. And this one is from... And this one is from 2010, it appears. So it's actually not that old of an Oreck. Or actually, no. That probably means the 10th week or month of 2001. So this is a slightly older Oreck, but it still works good. I actually got this at a Goodwill for, I think I took the sticker off, but yeah, I got this from a Goodwill for not, wow, okay, Rocco's being a crackhead, but I got this for Goodwill for not very much money. And the only thing that was wrong with it was it needed a belt. But thankfully, as many of you know, Orecks a lot of times have the spare belts right here. And thankfully, this one was actually in good shape. It wasn't like messed up or anything. So I just took that belt out, cleaned the rest of this up, popped the belt on, and now it's good. The brush roll's actually in great shape. I didn't have to do anything else to it. It's pretty clear to me that whoever had this took relatively good care of it, because there's a little bit of rusting on some of these screws, but nothing too bad at all. And there's no rattling of these or anything. It's still kind of bizarre to me how there isn't cutouts on the bristles of these brush rolls, but regardless, also the bumper is slightly off, but it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, so again, I probably should have looked up the history on this, just the American Heritage part. It's probably some 4th of July special or something like that. I probably should do some research on it. If I do find any interesting info, I'll put it in the description. But yeah, I mean, beyond that, it's just a pretty typical single-speed Oreck. Of course, it's got the bucktooth headlights, just like the 9100C, like that gray model that I have. And you've got just the single switch and the helping hand handle, which I actually don't like as much as the handle that's on the XL21. We've got our basic bag, which this one has a genuine bag in it, which still has plenty of life left in it, but I'm still going to go ahead and replace it since I have a lot of extras, just to make the shipping a little bit easier. I don't know why, but for some reason on eBay, shipping this was more expensive than any of my other vacuums, even though this is literally the lightest and takes up the least amount of space and fits in the smallest box. Explain that one to me. I'm not really sure. So I didn't make too much on this. But, either way, it'll go to someone who will really appreciate it. Because I like Orecks, but, I already have plenty of Orecks. And the XL Platinum is still my favorite. Now, as far as reviewing this, I mean, it does clean okay, but obviously it's not as good as the XL21 era platform. So I wouldn't rely on this thing to deep clean your carpets. It might be better than some machines, but truthfully, the vast majority of machines on the market now will out-clean this. Even budget stuff, like a Power Force or anything like that, will out-clean this. But if you have low enough pile carpet and you value the lightweight, then that could potentially be a thing. Although it is direct air, so you got to worry about that. And that's always a thing. So we'll go ahead and give this a quick run. caught on this and knocked it all over. Huh. Well, either way.
I'm not picking it up.
What?
I'm not picking it up.
That's fine. I won't pick it up either. I try to get up some of that paper, but you know, I guess for a little bit of a mess test, I'll grab some shredded paper because I'm going to change this bag anyways. So, just to see, and then I guess put some on the bare floor too, because this is a single speed Oreck, so it's not really designed for bare floor, but it can kind of do it. So put just a little bit there and just see how well it tackles it. Yeah, pretty good. A little bit of paper in there, but let's see how it does over here. So I did kind of fling it all over the place, so not great for bare floors, these classic models with the single speed. I gotta admit, even though this machine doesn't clean the best because of how soft the bristles are, it actually grooms kind of good. It's been a while since I've used one of these Orecks. Well, my XL Pro Plus was the same way. We're still groomed pretty good, even though it's not the best cleaner. But you know, it's not the worst either. You know, if it's properly tuned up, it can still be okay. But again, it's still out cleaned by some other machines. Ironically, even ones that groom not as well. And bare floors obviously struggle with this. It's more so a carpet machine, as you can see. But nevertheless, it's still a decent machine. If you're using this on carpets and you upgrade it to HEPA bags, which you definitely can do, then it's a good machine for sure. I need to wipe off the top part, it's a bit dusty. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. Just a super quick, basic review of the Oreck XL American Heritage, while forgetting everything about this exact machine, which defeats the entire purpose of this review. So anyways, this is Intelitech Studios signing out. Have a good one. Peace. And yeah, so whoever buys this on eBay will get it shipped out tomorrow. Woohoo!